Hi, I'm Ila Waugaman with AHS-TV. This shirt is still horrendous. I'm here with Drew Patz, and I'm going to be talking about art with him today. So, Drew, what does art mean to you?
It's something that kind of consumes my time. If I get real bored, I don't really have anything else to do, and I enjoy that. So
What's your favorite medium?
I like drawing with just a
Like drawing.
pencil. Yeah.
Just pencil? Have you ever gotten into like Posca markers or something like that?
Yeah. They kind of annoy me though, 'cause like they fray, and I'm not
do.
very like I go really fast, so it frays really bad. So I'm more of a pencil guy.
They have like felt tips, right?
Yeah,
That must be annoying.
it is.
Do you have a favorite piece you've ever done?
Yeah. My buddy has a table we draw on, and we all do
Really?
a bunch of stuff on there, so it kind of gets covered up, but a lot of my favorite stuff's under that.
I feel like when everyone was a kid, you had that one drawing that you just knew how to draw really well. Like my sister's, it was an apple, but with like a bug in it. Did you have one?
Actually, yeah, it's taped up on my wall right now from 3rd grade.
What is it?
It's a little bear with a cape on it.
No way.
Yeah.
I think mine was a beehive. I thought I was a genius because I knew how to draw some what are those called? Ovals, really rounded ovals. But what do you think art means to other people? Do you think it's important for students to have access to it?
Yeah, I think it's a different way to express yourself if you can't. And like, I was always introduced to like sports, and that's how my family's like very oriented in sports. And I've never really been, or maybe I just never enjoyed them, but I've never been outstanding at any of them. So it was never a way that I could like, I don't know if express is the word, but really like just do something that I enjoy. And then art was kind of an escape, and I think it is for a lot of people, especially like when they're introduced to it early.
Wow. I was not prepared for how deep that was. Good job, Drew. Oh my God. Do you have a favorite artist that really just touched base with you in a certain way? Music, whatever it may be.
Oh, music, yeah. I like live and breathe Mac Miller. I literally, it's like a weird obsession, but yeah, he's like saving grace.
I don't think you're human without having at least one weird obsession.
That's true.
I think that's how it goes. What about like different art, like whether it be pottery or paint or whatever? Do you have a favorite artist that you just like? Maybe it's someone, a contemporary artist that you follow or something that you just really appreciate their style and their work.
I don't think I get into like specific people, but I do. I just like looking at like movements and then trying to understand like how they did it and then incorporating it. So it might not be like so much as one person, but just the movement altogether.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Like, I don't know. I can't think of any
I
specific
know what you
ones.
mean, though. That makes sense. I have an artist. His name's Mark Maggiore. He is just absolutely insane. I mean, these beautiful landscapes of hyper-realistic horses and like kind of like a cowboyish kind of thing. And I'm not really into that, but it's just absolutely stunning. Do you get into poetry?
Yeah, sometimes. It's real, like, I like philosophy, so, like, if it gets into, like, if it kind of crosses over, I'll read poetry.
I have a feeling that you were Socrates in your past life. I just feel that in my soul. It's like we all don't know it, but Drew was Socrates.
I can hope.
What are some philosophical ideas that you like to dip into every once in a while?
It's actually really just what's ever going on, like, in my life. So if
Yeah.
I just have a problem and I can't find a fix to it, I find a book or something that has an idea that helps me through.
Do you
So-
have a book that was just really good for the time?
Honestly, not. I don't think I have like a specific one.
The one that just sticks out to you in your memory where you're like, oh, I remember reading that and it helped me through a time.
I'd have to say there was this one. It was like about the consciousness of the brain, and it was by L.L. Jung, I think. And that one sticks in my head all the time, just because it was like the first thing or the first book that I took the context of it and immediately put it into practice in my life, and it actually helped. So like that one sticks with me a lot.
Wow. Is it a recommended read? Should I look into it?
Yeah, if you're going through certain things, I think so. Yeah.
Okay. And I think it goes without saying, anyone who's struggling mentally, they should look for an outlet. And I think ours is definitely art.
Yeah.
I see you, 12 times a day in that room. Do you have any favorite projects you've been able to do in art classes?
I think so. I think we did a stippling, and I complained the whole time, but I actually liked it.
What did you do the stippling of? I can't remember.
It was an album cover Mac. It was swimming, yeah.
I remember you complaining about the lines a lot.
Yeah, I was a little confused because I thought you had an outline. You don't have to do that.
You don't have to outline.
Yeah, it's just one black toe.
Did you, I noticed you do a lot of Snoopy-based
Yes.
art. Do you want to explain that a bit?
Yeah, when I was little, like probably 12, my pappy passed away, and I knew him, and like everyone knew him as Joe Cool, and like he had a trucker business, so over the little thing that they would talk over, his name was Joe Cool. So I can't really tell you much about Snoopy because I never really watched it, but like I keep him.
Scandal.
Yeah.
Scandalous.
It's my way of keeping him alive.
That's amazing. I was gonna ask you what your favorite episode was, but that's out the window. Gosh.
Yeah, I watched it with him a bit. I watched all the movies and stuff, but
I think I told you about this before, but my parents went to Hawaii, and there's a surf shop that's dedicated to just Snoopy.
it's been on my bucket list.
I have to wear my. I have a Snoopy shirt with him in the surfboard, and his shirt says Joe Cool. So I need to bring that in.
That would be awesome.
I need to bring that in.
I am probably gonna have to make a special trip to that surf shop.
So, do you have any places on your bucket list?
Well, definitely the surf shop, and honestly, probably just somewhere out of here.
Out of here?
Yeah, I just
Are you not fond of Katanning?
No, not fond of rural areas like this, but maybe when I get older.
Are you a city person?
Yeah, but yeah, I think I'm gonna move to Pittsburgh, and then when I stack enough bread, I'm gonna move to Philly.
Did you ever think of, is there like a destination city where you're like, I just need to go there? For me, it's Seattle. I need to go to Pike Place.
Really?
Seattle is, I hear it's gorgeous, and Pike Place is on my bucket list of places to visit, but it's like a 100-year-old market that's just been run by families for generations.
What?
And they like throw fish at you at the fish market. It's pretty cool. It's actually where the first Starbucks is.
That's nuts.
It's really, really cool.
Okay, I'm gonna add that to my list too.
It's to your list. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know Seattle was cool.
I don't know much about Chicago, but
Chicago is sweet.
You been?
Yeah, me and my dad go to a bunch of cities. That's kind of like how we hang out. And Chicago is just one of my favorite. I like the ones that are like people deem scary because I think those are like the most beautiful because you find people that are staying in the city regardless of the stigma, and I think that makes it a city.
Yeah. That's really beautiful. Did you see the Chicago Bean?
Yes.
Was it awesome?
Yeah, it was everyone. How do I want to say this? Everything everyone said it would be. That's what
Really?
I was trying to get at. Yeah.
I was going to ask you that exact same format of question. Is it everything you wanted it to be? But I would like to visit the Bean. I feel like that'd be pretty cool. It's not called the Bean.
Isn't it?
It's like I know it's supposed to be this really sophisticated name and it had a really deep meaning, but the Chicago people just deemed it the Bean, and the artist hates it. What do you think of, I don't want to say contemporary art at large, because that's just a paradox. Like, there's so many different routes people can go, but with a modern thing, do you think art's really dead when I hate that argument, but like, do you think art is really dead when we talk about kind of like the paint cans with Andy Warhol and all that? Do you think that's still art?
I don't think those specific examples are, but I don't think it's dead either. I think that some people like romanticize older artworks and say, oh, well, it's not the same as this, so it's not art. But I think that we just have different ways of going at it, but it still takes the same amount of effort and the same amount of time.
Yeah. I think I wrote about that once. I said if all the lights were turned off, you couldn't tell what an egg beater was. You need to look at things in different lights and different angles to see the true form of it. That's why saying, oh, I understand a poem, no, you don't. That's not true. That's just not true. You don't understand it because there is no true understanding. It's how you take it. Yeah. And I think that can be applied to a lot of things. And I find it so funny that people like to say that art is dead or contemporary art is dead, when it most definitely is not. It's living and breathing. And I find it fascinating that people try to put a label or a rubric on what art is, when that in itself is a paradox. Yeah. Art is expression, and for you to put a label on that is, I think, a little egotistical.
And yeah, you're destroying the purpose of it.
You're really destroying the purpose.
I feel like if you say it's dead, if you say it's dead, it's only because you think it is.
Yeah.
It's really kind of on you.
And I find that people who say it's dead, they just, sure, there's art I don't like. I really don't like. But certain things are just, it's really hard. It's really hard to understand. Yeah, but I appreciate the effort to create it.
Yeah, I feel like that is, I'm glad you said that because I wouldn't have thought about that. I feel like that's a huge thing. It's like, if you don't understand it, 55% of people are just going to not like it. And I think that's a really good point.
I find it's really interesting. That applies to literally everything. People, if people don't understand you, if they don't understand me, I think it's kind of like a primal instinct. They want to put it as an outsider. Yeah. And all you want to do is not be the outsider, because then you're different. And that's really, really scary and hard for people to swallow, especially in high school. Yeah. Is being different or being on the outside is completely fine.
That's like something I feel like I think that like comes with, I think it's a like human trait that you want to feel included in a group. And I like catch myself daily like wanting to be comfortable around people, and I just kind of draw. So that's like another way of art as an outlet.
Now, I want to ask you, what do we think of AI coming up and everything?
I'm actually a pretty big fan. I don't...
Talk to me. You gotta convince me here. Come on.
I do gotta convince you. I think that there's always a big difference between AI art and actual people's art, because if you look at the little details, the effort that's put in by an actual person's hand is always going to be better looking than a computer. And also the ways that AI is helping. My dad owns a business, so I see it in the like corporate side, and it's like having an assistant you don't have to pay. So
yeah. Do you mean like in the creations of art, or like when designing rubrics and stuff like that?
Like if it would create, like if I told it to just paint a picture, I feel like when you zoom into certain parts of it, it's not as like thought out and like done as it would be if someone would do it. And obviously they would have to be good at it. But.
Yeah. Something that I find really interesting about AI is there's such a large drawback with it. Sure, there are some areas where it can be useful, but I don't think it's going to last long. I mean, when people die, when people pass away, at funerals you read poems. When you're sad, you listen to music. When you're bored, you go look at art. That in those times of you being the most human, you go and look at when other people were being their most human self. Yeah. I don't think that'll ever die, so I'm not really, really scared. I'm scared about it taking people's art and remaking it. That's kind of scary.
That's true.
But overall, I don't think real art is ever going to die. Yeah. I just don't think that's going to happen. Like ballet and opera.
Wait, what'd you say?
Ballet and opera. It's never going to die.
Okay, I'll agree with you, but True. I'm not going to go to any plays.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay.
But ballet and opera, it's just not something that's going to die. Anyways.
I'll agree.
You agree?
Just because I'm in arm's length.
I think, Drew, if you went to an opera, you would just be mind blown.
I probably would, because I do like a lot of music. So. Ballerinas
are the most scary people on earth. I think I am terrified of ballerinas.
You're terrified, then I am too.
Drew, if they just like breathe in my direction, I'm like, I'm sorry, I'll get out. Like, I promise. It's the amount of discipline they put themselves through. Scary. It's really scary.
Honestly, I never really even.
I respect it.
Yeah.
They have to break their feet.
Yeah.
You ever seen a ballerina's foot? I don't recommend you look it up, but
No.
it's rough.
They have to break their feet?
It's as bad or worse than a soccer player's.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Would you get into ballet?
No, I would
No?
not.
I could see you doing it.
I
really could.
I like my feet unbroken,
Unbroken.
fully
I
attached.
thought you were just saying like I like my feet. You know. I was like, okay, go Drew. What do you I'm running out of questions, but I had a point with the AI that I was gonna make. Let's talk about fashion. We just have to.
Oh,
On the topic of
okay.
art, that plays heavily. Where do you get your sense of style from? Just are you a Pinterest guy, or
No.
is it like innately? I feel like this is a good outfit. I'm gonna go out.
Yeah, I'm very against any copying. I don't.
Maybe copying.
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of just that like same thing with how I draw. If I get bored, and I do sometimes get bored of drawing. So if I do get that special moment I get bored of drawing, I'll scroll through clothes.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's just kind of ones that I think that are different. I don't like buying just. I don't know. Maybe some of my stuff's kind of average, but
Do you thrift?
with my sister.
Get
but
into
not
thrifting.
too much.
I feel like you could thrift. Thrifting is fun.
That's what she says.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
Wait, what'd you say?
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
Is that like the living rule of?
Yeah.
Okay.
Buy secondhand when you can.
How many phrases do you have on hand?
I don't know. That was just off the dome. So,
That's crazy.
I don't know where I get. I mean, you're obviously a shoe guy. Can you see the shoes? I don't know if you can see the shoes. I don't know. There's the shoes. Where?
Oh.
Put them up. Up.
I
He can't bend that way.
Hey.
We'll take a picture and insert it. Take a picture of our shoes. I think we're like dwindling a little bit. I think we should probably wrap it up. All right, Drew, it was great talking to you. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for inviting me.
How do we end these? Peace out, Girl Scout.